Hello. I would like to make a video about illness and where I've been and where I am now as compared to where I began 10 years ago. I have a lot of people say to me, you don't look sick, or you don't realize how sick somebody could have been when you don't see them in that state. And I became ill 10 years ago, and I have really slowly but surely climbed up a ladder of improvement. I am certainly not 100%. I would say I have improved about 65, maybe 70%. But when I first became ill, surprisingly, because people who don't really know me on here, I was fully bedridden for a year. And at the time, I had gone to several doctors who were puzzled. They said I had these types of titers, but it didn't seem to coincide with other titers, and they were confused. So I really didn't get anywhere and pretty much remained pretty much bedbound. I had to be ambulanced to the hospital a couple times because I could not even get out of the bed. And I also went to the Mayo Clinic. That was when I had progressed up to a wheelchair. I also spent the next year, I was able to get myself to New York, whereby I spent a month receiving intravenous nutritional IVs at the Atkins Center. I was very impressed with the Atkins Center. I did not seem to have any improvement with the nutritional IVs, but nevertheless, it was a good experience regardless. Actually, I was very impressed with the Atkins Center. They were able to detect lots of little things that other doctors weren't even looking for, such as yeast and certain allergies and some other things that I won't get into on here. I was also in a rehab unit. It was outpatient for I don't even know how long. I received numerous, I know this is probably throwing a lot of you for a loop here, but this is I'm trying to keep this quick here, but this is kind of not exactly the sequence it was in, but pretty much so. I had severe neuralgias, in my skull, and it wasn't actually a headache. It was excruciating pain that was right under my scalp, and it was like on the sides here of my head. And finally, I was able to get a doctor who said he could help me. No medicines were working, nothing. And he gave me nerve blocks in my head. And a nerve block is when they inject Nezicaine, Marcaine, several different numbing agents that work to both numb and reduce inflammation in a given area. So I literally had injections in my head in different areas, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 different times, which was pretty much what got me out of bed from the long bout of being in bed. Let's see here. I also had vertigo, which, for anyone that doesn't know, dizziness and vertigo are similar, but they're different. Dizziness means you're dizzy and you are actually dizzy. And vertigo is when the room starts spinning around you. You're not dizzy, but the room is going around you. I had a bout of vertigo that lasted 21 days, and it was called benign positional vertigo. And that means whenever I would lie down, I couldn't lie down. I would lie back and the room would literally spin on me. So I had to sit and sleep sitting up for 21 days. I went to a rehab unit where they do, God, I forget the name of it, but it's kind of like a resetting thing. You lie back, you go in, you start spinning on you, and they reset. And it actually helped me. I can't explain, I forget what that was. But it helped. And I had 2 different rounds of vertigo. One was 21 days, and then it hit me again, and the other one lasted 10 days. I lost a lot of hair. I had a huge bald spot in the back of my head, and I never thought it would grow back. I was very close to wearing a wig. What's really interesting is that as time progressed, instead of getting a wig or so, my hair started growing back, and I've never had that problem since. There's a lot of these things that have occurred that have just never come back. I mean, I'm lucky in that way. I still mainly experience the fatigue is just debilitating. When you all see me on here, it's in between major bouts of sleep and just aggressive rest therapy. I have left out so many different things that I've dealt with, but I just kind of wanted to give a kind of scenario of what I have been through, and it's hard, to recognize right now because I look like I'm pretty much a functioning person here, but I just kind of wanted to throw that out there for those who weren't familiar with CFS/ME/Lyme, XMRV, whatever you want to call this debilitating crap that has taken my life from me. And I really, really hope that I will be able to get up the rest of the ladder where I will be able to function wholly again. I'm working on it. I have a good attitude. I try and stay positive. But that is kind of my 7.5-minute scenario, and I'm going to end this. I hope it hasn't sounded too choppy, but it's just because I've tried to make it quick, and it's hard to put 10 years into 7.5 minutes. Okay, that's it. Bye.